Hello, Gemini. We are going to do your 2022 Outlook reading. This is going to be a general message for all viewers who watch this video under the sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Also, take a look at your 7th and 10th house placements. 7th house talks primarily about like marriages and partnerships, 10th house career, if you want to dive a little bit deeper into that. But I want to make one statement before we go ahead and get started. I want you to know that the cards do not dictate your future. You are in 100% complete control of your destiny. You have the power to create your reality via your intentions. So, having said that, anything that you see in a reading that is unfolding in a way that you do not like, you have the ultimate power to make the changes and make the corrections through your intention. So let's go ahead and get started for Gemini. So we're going to see what's going on, the overall energy outlook for Geminis for 2022. What is the first card for Gemini, please? We have strength, courage, passion, compassion. All right. What is the second card for Gemini, please? We have the Page of Pentacles. It looks like it wanted to come out in reverse. Third card for Geminis, please. Third card for Geminis. We have the Five of Wands. Fourth card for Gemini. Fourth card for Gemini, please. Fourth card for Gemini. We have Spring Seeds. It's coming out reversed. Fifth card for Geminis for 2022. All right, we have Party, External. So some type of external energy here. And what do we have as the sixth card for Romance for Gemini, please? Geminis in 2022. We have Deception and Temptation. So for some of you, I don't know if some of you are going to be interested in possibly a third party here, or there's third party interference in a relationship. We have Deception and Temptation in romance. That's what's kind of standing out first. Some of you may be tempted to move and go in another direction, either like physically move or just go towards another person, because we have some type of external energy coming in. So this is your reading. So I see this as possibly temptation that's coming in towards you. But be careful if you're in some type of relationship that this could be something that's going on with someone else that's close to, around you, your partner, whoever you're with. But I mainly see this as you, Gemini, being tempted by some type of external energy, and there's some type of competition. You have options, but I don't know why we have deception. But we'll get to that. Let's start with strength. So tell me about strength for Gemini, please. Tell me about strength. I feel like a lot of you are wanting to follow a path of, or when it comes to your spirituality and your connection to your higher self, you're wanting to go in that direction. I feel like a lot of you here that watch this may be struggling with your faith or your spirituality, because things might be kind of hard, upside down, especially within the work sector here with the Page of Pentacles being in reverse. There may be issues at work, competition at work, or just competition when it comes to people that are around you, what I'm seeing. But I also see that a lot of you are on a spiritual path as well. Sometimes when you're on a spiritual path, you get a lot of lessons and a lot of challenges because you're really being tested, rather than walking around every day with your head in the clouds. Like, I don't know, I almost feel like most people, sometimes it's like ignorance is bliss, but then who wants to be ignorant? But anyway, let's get a card for strength for Gemini. Clarify strength for Gemini, please. Okay, we have child orphan. The light attributes of this card is independence, Independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Eight of Strength, that to me has a lot to do with surviving, because it's the Strength card. It's like a lot of times when I see strength, it's like given a tough situation in life, or just a tough period that you're going through, and you're having to really survive it. Strong Leo energy here. Having to really survive this energy. You know, Leo is also considered is also can fall under the Saturn energy as a number 8, as well as Aquarius, Scorpio, Capricorn. Those are all strong. I guess what's the word I'm kind of looking for here? It's just it's Saturn brings in lessons. It's the disciplinarian, it's the tough teacher, it's the lessons, and it takes hard work and dedication and conquering fears to get towards the star, right? But it's once you do that, it's a lot of rewards. It's a big reward. It's a major reward at the end of this tunnel here. The shadow side of this is feelings of abandonment that stifle your maturity, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So looking towards people, places, and things that are not the substitute for home. And home is within yourself. Home is where you make it. Home is what you make it, right? Seeking substitutes for maybe not having a mother or a father, or just the childhood you wanted, or the life that you want, and turning towards possibly substances or anything, or just obsessions with people, places, and things. Whatever the case, there is definitely a struggle that you're going through, but the reward is great. The reward is great, right? Let's get some more cards for let's get a moon card for strength and the child. Some of you may have to struggle at like an early age. Some of you may be, had to take on a lot of responsibilities and burdens at an early age, or you're just going through a time period in your life right now where there's just a lot of struggles and burdens. But I really feel like this is conquering things that you went through at an early age here, between in the home, siblings, parents, other people that were around. Let's get a moon card for Gemini, please. All right, that's a lot of cards. Moon card for Gemini. Be bold and make the first move. Cardinal moon. So definitely there's something here with change. Cardinal energy is the energy that, like, of the cardinal signs, it is about change. It's a catalytic energy. So having the strength to make some type of change in your life and to be bold towards it. Some of you may want to go towards a person or something in your life, and it's hard for you because it's you have to uproot where you are now, and it may affect children. If you have children, if you're married, this may affect the person you're married to, obviously. If you're going in a different direction, it may affect children, it may affect people in the home. But if there's not, a marriage and kids and a family involved, it's just like an internal struggle, internal having to have the courage to go towards something that you really want is what I'm seeing. So let's get some more cards here for Gemini. Why do we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse? despair. So when it comes to some type of job situation, you may be feeling like you may be tired of your job or burdened by your job, or there's just or maybe you're having a difficult time getting a job here with the Page of Pentacles, or it's not the job that you wanted because the Page of Pentacles is in reverse. This is also studying, learning, mastering, more like studying, and you may not be making the type of money that you want. We also have here in the background, it says not hiring. So there may be issues with job or money at this time. It's going to take strength to get through it. Some of you may feel like you could be like a single parent, male or female, that's struggling taking care of the home, and you don't really feel like you're getting help from the other person. So there's like this feeling of despair. Spirit is telling you you have the strength though. So there's like keeping up, being resilient, courage, doing what you have to do. I don't know, some of you are just feeling like in poverty. I see there's like a lot of, there's definitely issues here with, some of you may feel like you don't have a home or you don't have a home. You don't have a stable place to live, or there's just issues with stability. Possibly could be a long-term situation that stems from childhood. Like I was saying here, we have child orphan, like the child that feels abandoned, that abandoned type of energy is coming out. And it could be, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that you were abandoned. Maybe you were, maybe a parent did walk away, maybe both, or maybe you just were left to do things on your own. Maybe you felt abandoned. Possibly that shows up in relationships too with other people, or your inability to or you're feeling like there's an inability to really stand up on your own 2 feet. So there's definitely this strength card that is showing up here for you to know that through this hard work, through this courage, this resilience, that you will make it. But it's going to take hard work because the 8 and the star going towards the star, which is 17, the star tells you that everything is going to be okay. You're being guided. But what it doesn't say is that it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but it's going to be okay. All right, we have the coffin. It wanted to come out in reverse. So the one of the most obvious things this card talks about is like a death, a passing that may have happened. For some of you, maybe there was an abortion or a termed pregnancy, whether it was wanted or unwanted. My condolences for that. I'm almost getting like this feeling, Gemini, where it's like you feel like your dreams aren't coming true, or it's just difficult for things to manifest, but you absolutely can do it. It's just going back to strength. It's just going to take a lot of strength here. 2022, it looks like this may be what 2022 is about. There's conflict here with siblings, friends. There's conflict here when it comes to communication with people, either lovers, friends, siblings, parents, whatever the case. I feel like a lot of you, you're really trying, and you're going to be trying in 2022 to make something work here with within the home, or maybe get a home. Like you're finding your own stability here. And you may come across some times where you feel kind of in despair, where you're feeling like it's not working out, but it's telling you just keep the strength, keep the focus. So what is this change about for Geminis? What is this change about for Geminis, please? Page of Cups. So you're going to get some type of message that's going to bring about some type of a change. But we're having here message of concern. So you may get some type of a message from someone. This can go several different ways. Like you may get a message from someone that may be apologizing for something, or and and why is it coming up as a message of concern? Because apology would seemingly be something positive, right? But it could really throw you off. This could be somebody, because this is something going on externally. So it's like there's someone that I feel around you that's changing that may come in. You could either be meeting someone, or this is somebody that comes back and apologizes, or you're meeting a new person and you're dating. But this may be concerning, because if you're already in a situation, then here comes another person that might throw you off balance, that may pique your interest here. Like what I'm getting is temptation, possibly. Like temptation for some of you, if you're already in a connection. For those of you, if you're not in a connection and this is just somebody new that you're meeting, or somebody coming back, or this is just somebody telling you, because there is conflict here in communication. You may get immature communication from someone. Someone may actually tell you that there's third party energy involved, that they're involved with someone. But I'm more so getting you being tempted by someone. And if it's not you, Gemini, then someone may be tempted by another person. Tell me about this deception, temptation, please, for Gemini. Deception, temptation, transformation. This is again some type of change. I feel like you're going to meet someone and you're going to have some type of, you're going to be tempted by someone. This is going to be like a big transformation for others of you. What I'm also getting, and if you're in some type of situation, there's going to be really poor communication with you and someone, that's going to cause it's going to be like someone says something really immature. Their behavior is immature. It could be out of jealousy or just immature behavior that's going to throw you off, because we also have reflection and projections. So you could be dealing with someone who is also in this poverty, or you are in this, because we have poverty, we have despair, we have a lot of conflict cards here, and possibly lack of self-worth, jealousy, which comes from lack of self-worth, insecurities that are going to be reflected. Either you guys are like mirroring each other, or someone is projecting their fears onto another person. Either you are doing that, or someone outside of you is doing it. Looks like it might be someone outside of you. That's one way that this is looking to me. Another way is that another story is that there's just somebody that comes into the picture that tempts you, possibly. Let's see what's going on as far as romance, dating, love, marriage, all of that for romance for Gemini in 2022. All right, we have the Hierophant and the Empress. The Hierophant can talk about, marriage, connection, all of that, but it can also talk about lessons. It also brings in lessons when it comes to self-worth, when it comes to value, the Empress being a card of value and abundance. When it comes to value, self-worth, what do you value? How do you value yourself? Because if you don't think highly of yourself, you can't call in someone who is going to think highly of you, because they're going to treat you how you let them treat you, right? Or if that's not you, that's somebody that's coming in that may have this, that may be going through this lesson. This person may be like an Empress energy, or you are, but you don't see that. They don't see it. They show up as the Empress reverse, and this can throw you off, because this is some type of deceptive energy. You may be looking at someone like they're the Empress, and then they all of a sudden go into this Page of Cups energy, which is this immature energy, and that's like this deceptive energy that you didn't see because they're projecting onto you their fears and insecurities. This could be you doing that to someone, Gemini, keep in mind, but this is just the energy that looks like it's showing up. But, on the positive side, if we get away from that story, the Hierophant and the Empress, this looks like love, marriage, abundance, children come, the Empress is a wife, mother of your children, or to be mother of your children, commitment here with the Hierophant. But if that's not what you're getting, then think about, as you're going through 2022, think about the lessons that are being presented to you. For a lot of you, this external energy is this Empress here. All right, let's see. Let's get some additional messages here for Gemini. Additional messages for Gemini. Advice messages for Gemini. Love is sacrifice. Don't sacrifice yourself in seeking love. You'll end up unhappy and hating yourself for it. Be with someone who makes you feel good. That could be this here, this conflict in communication, this deception. Don't deceive yourself. If something doesn't work because someone is projecting their insecurities and fears on you, then you can't help that person. They need to go through it. They need to find their Empress, their abundance, their beauty within. But a lot of you, I see this could be you as well here, and that's what you're having to do here with this strength. Someone may be reflecting their fear onto the other person out of fear of abandonment, a fear of someone choosing somebody else. And what ends up happening is when you have this fear of someone, you're going to leave me for somebody else, guess what happens? It happens because you're so fixated on it. That's where your intention is focused on some type of external energy coming in. And then guess what? Bam, external energy shows up. So there is a need here to work on self-worth, self-esteem, and strength here. You may be having to stay away from someone who's showing that, or you're needing to have strength within yourself to get towards this Empress, this 5+3, this 8 energy, the Hierophant and the Empress. Having the strength to get towards this, getting past your insecurities, fears, getting past someone who may be in that energy if you're having to walk away, if it's an external person that's in this. But I see this as you. For a lot of you, if this is you, take it as it resonates. Because whatever the case is, your fears are going to be projected into your experiences. Let's get another card. We're going to do an Angel Answers card at the end as well. More messages, advice for Gemini. Messages, advice for Gemini. All right, and we have the 8 of Fire and Balance. So this balance is like the Temperance card. 8 of Fire talks about events moving at a fast pace, delays are over. Lots of things happening at once. And with Balance, the Temperance card, that's the need to balance and to practice moderation, cooperation, and compromise, and waiting for perfect timing. So not rushing into things. There's an ability here for things to work out if you want them to, but you can't work something out with a person that has such low self-esteem and fears that they act immature, or vice versa if that's you. So there's like balance, temperance here, working things out, compromise is what I'm seeing. Going towards compromise here with the eight of fire, that's rapid movement. Again with the eight. Eight and five really showing up here. Eight, five, and three. So there's some type of messages, communication that's going to be just the way people are communicating with you, the way you're communicating with people, whatever the case may be, that there needs to be like a toning down of how we communicate and compromise and work with people in 2022. So a fine balance of that. So let's go ahead and do a Angel Answers card for Gemini. Go ahead and think of a question, Gemini. What is the answer? Compromise. All right, Gemini, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this was helpful. I wish you all a blessed 2022, and I will catch you next year. Bye.